Systems are go. About 90 seconds to launch destination.
Mind you, we swore an oath of loyalty, but we are still senators. It's not more speeches in the Senate that will change the world. Rome is dying.
My legions are mustering as swiftly as possible. General Gaius Julius Caesar! Enough!
Senators, welcome back to episode 10 in my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. In the last episode, we won our war against the Tyrrhene Republic, vassalizing them, creating the first subject of the Roman Empire. They can no longer expand of their own volition, they can no longer enter into diplomatic treaty, but they must adhere to the call to arms should we wage war on another foreign empire. Now the war was won in large part due to Faustus Novius, commanding Classis 1, as well as Caeso Tadius, leading the 12 legions through multiple planetary assaults, including on Tyrrhene itself. The overall strategic layer was provided by Emperor Tiberius XIV, our very warlike emperor. Now that the war is over, the fleet is free to come back, earn its triumph for Faustus, and for Caeso, I would say as well. But we have some things to attend to. The main one is that we also finished the precursor event chain for the Gruner. Now, we actually didn't finish it. I thought we did. We have discovered the Gruner system. But this event chain is not over. On further inspection, selecting a signed ship and going back out, we can see that we have a Gruner distress signal in this system. Couldn't actually see it when we were in there. It doesn't appear. But it is there. So we're going to research this. I believe it's actually at the destroyed starbase. So if we do this, we click this, we get this little highlight that tells us there's something going on in here. And there we go, we can see it now. So I almost missed it, and several senators reached out to me privately. Didn't spoil anything, so commend them for that. 3 people, I think. Each reached out to me and said, hey, you haven't finished that Gruner event chain, and it's pretty interesting, so you want to go back into that system and finish it. And they also, one of them said, you should probably do a recap on what the story is there, because it's actually started 3 episodes ago, so it's been going on for quite a while. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to leave it a little tease, we're not going into it right now. And like I said, I haven't had it spoiled for me. We're going to go back pretty soon, but there is... Also, what the hell's going on? Why did I turn on everything? Oh, I did. We're going to get some of the debris left over by the Tyrrhenes, or the Haitian and the Tyrrhene Republic. So our closest sign ship is just the one that's here. So we're going to send as many as we can over, because there's actually 600 days to go on this one and similar time frames for the other one. So we kind of have to rush over and get that. I really want the debris. Now, there's several things to catch up on that senators have been providing in the comments, several speeches that I've been reading through in the Senate House, which has been quite interesting, but unfortunately I just don't know, I didn't think I'd have the time to really display them in the stream or in the video today, so we're just going to get on with it, and I'll address them as we come across them and as I'm letting time play, because we're going to have this downtime now for a while, hopefully, so we'll see about that. Now a lot of people are saying to expand out here, so I'm going to do that. We're going to halt this construction ship, we're going to send it down here and build a starport here. We're going to send our fleet down here to deal with the Lambada menace as well. Or maybe we could just actually uncover what the hell it is. I don't know what it is. Some sort of energy crystals that are floating above the star here. So we'll have to figure out what's going on there. Now for the economy's in a bad way. I'm going to remove selling the 50 minerals. We're going to lower this down to 2. And I'm basically going to just tank my own energy. Hopefully not too bad. In the meantime, as we said, Faustus Novius and Caeso, they're heading back to Saul and back to Terra and back to Rome for a well-deserved triumph in their old age. I actually don't think Caeso's quite as old. How old is he? He's 45, but I believe Faustus is 75 now. And because of his trickster capabilities, his risk on emergency FTL and combat disengagement was much higher. Remember our first battle. We took heavy losses, or at least more than we expected, but not many ships went down. And I believe that's because of our Faustus Novius being a bit of a trickster. His disengagement chance was increased. So I think a lot of ships got out of there before getting destroyed on the first one. I think so anyway. The emergency FTL we never did, but the combat disengagement I think is a different thing. Alright, I think we'll just let time play there and I'll catch up on anything else that's going on. We've had several senators letting me know as well that how to improve the economy, which I appreciate. I will adhere most of that. Still going to be deciding things for myself, but they're suggesting something. And one of the best suggestions was on Tiberium, and this was actually suggested before, but I forgot. And that is the fact that on Tiberium, despite it not having a planetary modifier here that would give me any more indication, of course, this planet has the crystal fields that we had before. Remember, there's this entity that arrived over Tiberium, showered crystalline shards down onto the planet, destroying and killing thousands. And then it left these kind of like growing fields of crystals that were kind of like semi-digging out and studying at the same time. So it's giving us a benefit to science for engineering and society. So they were saying we should destroy the alloy foundries here now and reinvest into science buildings. And I agree, because we get more out of them. Now, we do have stability problems, and we also have empire sprawl problems, where tech is costing us a lot more right now. So we're going to have to work on that first, as well, as we're doing it, I guess. Elysium is our forge world, so what I'm going to be doing is basically removing certain foundries now, in order just to reorganize some planets, and then hopefully we can like reinvest into the foundries, because of course we need those alloys in order to be able to deal with Site 1066-7 Override and Norilga Swarm. Now, the Site 1066-7 Override have actually laid claims to us. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last episode, but I think I might have missed it. At least from my memory, I feel like I did. And I just noticed it in between now. And I've seen like, yep, they've claimed 4 systems. So there could be an attack any moment from those guys. From these guys, they don't claim. They just attack. So we'll have to see how that goes. I feel like they'll probably do it potentially when they've cleared their surrounding systems themselves. And then they might decide to push in. And many senators also want us to, like I said, push down this way. So I'm going to send my construction ship down this way and get as much as we can. Ideally, get the Canadrius system in order to get that Tundra world. And then, if we were to open up migration with the Kosher Trade League, we could actually set up a sort of a Roman Kosher, what are they called? Mari. A Roman Mari type world here. Potentially. So we'll float that vote a little later, perhaps in this episode. Remember, check the description. I'm sure it'll be in there later, as I'll give an argument a little bit later about migration and what's good and what's bad about it. Alright, I think that's it. Let's just keep letting time play. And our scientists are on the way. We're just on normal speed. I'll speed it up a little bit now. We still have excavations to do. There's still anomalies ongoing. We also completed talking to the Infinity Machine, and we got a bunch of stuff out of it for that. So we did a lot in the last episode, so there's just so much to kind of keep going with and get to. And I don't want to, I'm going to slow, I've said it before, I'll slow down and take my time where I need to sort things out. But at the moment, minerals is a big problem for us. So I actually just can't build as fast as I'd like. I'm also reorganizing this area. I need to actually make these trade hubs first, I think would probably be the better idea, and then upgrade. Although we'll save the alloys. No, yeah, we'll save the alloys if I just upgrade it. I want 2 trade hubs here, because we want to collect this trade here and this trade down here and send it back. That's going to give us energy and consumer goods, things we're both hurting for right now. And as well as this, very last thing I'll touch on. I was having a look at our factions and our political factions within the Empire and seeing who's the biggest, what are the problems, what can we do to help. So the biggest actually at the beginning of this episode was the militarist ethos, but I think because we're not at war, there's not as big a pull towards militarism anymore. And the number 1 right now is environmentalists. So what I'm going to do is go down to policies and change environmental regulation to increased, which means that it's going to take longer to build things, but it'll be cheaper to do so, and it'll be cheaper to upkeep them as well, especially the districts. But if we change these buildings like we're doing, our building refund is going to be cheaper. I don't know if that counts actually for changing. I think it only counts for destroying. I could be wrong. But either way, we're going to go with that, and it'll also please those guys. So we've increased environmental regulation. Oops, wrong thing. So that's going to then give these guys an extra point, and considering the fact that there's 26 of these pops, all spread out on our different worlds that lean into the Vigile Nature, they're going to become a little bit happier. That's going to raise stability even slightly. And, you know, everything should be a little bit better. You want to be pleasing these guys, everyone as much as possible. You can't please everyone, but you want to try. So we want to at least attend to the ones that are the biggest. Now, to attend to these guys, we need to actually conquer a planet, and we need to also slay a Leviathan. So, you know, I'm looking at you, Nerilga Swarm. There's a planet over right over there. Now, also, very last thing, I keep saying that. Very last thing is that people are saying you got to expand out here, you know, you're getting cut off down here. It's a big problem. It's not really, though, because we do have the Nerilga Swarm on our right, and I always just consider this our territory, because if we wage war on them and as we push in, we take these systems instantly. So it's just like free alloys. You know, you don't have to like pay 90 alloys every time you want to expand, and you get everything really quickly. But we need to be really prepared to do that. Like, we want to have a good amount of Empire sprawl to allow us to push in, take all these systems, and not have a big detrimental effect because of it. So we'll prepare for that as well. But that doesn't mean I'm forgetting about down here. It just means that it's not as bad as you think. We're pretty decently sized, considering we have a vassal that we can integrate now as well. Alright, so I'm aware of the... I'm keeping an eye on this just like you are, but I can't do anything all the time about it. So right now we have unemployment. I'm going to wait until we get another... Should I? No, okay, yeah, I'll go with another energy district for now. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to go with a city district, and that will also provide clerk jobs, and the clerk jobs provide amenities, and that might help the little amenity problem we have and give the employment to that pop. Yeah, so Tiberium is going to be respect to research. So that's our research done, and then we're going to be respecting Augusta to admin. So it feels wrong as a Roman to do this. We need more temples. People don't really enjoy focusing on unity in this, but I do. For better or for worse. So I want to build more temples. It's also fun for roleplay. Like, we should have one on every planet, but I'm going to actually have to take it down right now, because these things are taking in consumer goods. I'm putting out different things, but we want to actually take in consumer goods and put out admin if we can. On both of those, so we can catch that up, catch our technology rate up, so that will improve everything. We'll have plenty of time for temples. I'm sorry. That might actually displease some of our religious factions. Who do we have that are the religious ones? Collegium Pontificum. Spiritualists. Led by a scientist right now. Psionic Pursuit, empty shells. Allowing for the replacement of organic life with robotic workers will displease these guys. Yeah, we have allowed that. And I haven't actually built one yet. I'll probably actually get rid of this science building and build our first robot assembly plant, which will crank out some robots. Now, these actually cost alloys to create new robots. It used to be minerals, I think. So that's going to be a little rough on the old economy there as well. Well, on the military economy, I suppose. Energy's actually easing off now. Only -1. That's not too bad. We're over our limit a little bit, so that increases our upkeep by 6%. Not a huge amount, but I don't know. It's 6% more than I'd like it to be. Now, have we arrived at these systems yet? She's almost there. So research that. You research this. Gaius Orbilius. Servius Lentidius. So we've sent everybody up here. Because the other reason I sent everyone is they're really old. She's 91 and 89. I didn't want them to die right as they got there. So they were the closest ones, but they're also really, really old. They might make it just fine, but you never know. This might be her last job. Octavia Bantius. New tech discovered. Blue lasers. We were looking for that for a while. So research alternatives. So this actually just... So I think what this means is instead of getting 4 options, you get 5, if I'm not mistaken. Which is kind of interesting to get. But I'm going to go with just research station output first. Trying to go with the cheapest ones first. And then we roll new techs every time. So that's... I think it's a good idea to do. And let's have a read of what that's all about, actually. 0G laboratories. Tell me about it. A lot of critical research can only be done in 0G gravity environment, which these specialized laboratories are eminently designed for. Indeed, Septimia Arminius is on the case. Alright, Tiberium's getting its new buildings. Boom. Science. Admin. So this admin's probably going to get torn down. Or actually, we might leave it just for one more. Well, no, we need to tear it down. But I am going to build a hollow theater. Or Senate House? No, probably a hollow theater. They turn consumer goods into... Does this consumer goods as well? Just need to sort out the amenity problem. Hollow theater will do well. And on Cicero, we've made an industrial world here. So consumer goods are like evening out, but we need to invest even more. And how's our station? Almost 200 days and we get a new, our first starhold, which is our bigger starbase. Colonia Pacifica, it's got a little bit of crime on the planet. Some people mentioned as well that Terra has crime on it too. Let's go upgrade this building. 520. This is brilliant actually, because upgrading this will give us an extra senator job. And a new senator job will provide more admin cap as well as stability on the planet. So the planet will be very, very high output. Probably give us like a 20% boost. Right, let's expand out this way. No time to get the stuff behind us. We've got lots of influence as well. I might look at new edicts. We don't necessarily need the map the stars one on anymore. So, we just finished and got mining subsidies and mineral purification plants. It's actually perfect timing because I just said about the edicts. We're going to turn off map the stars, right? We don't need survey speed increase anymore. We're pretty much boxed in at this point, so we'll turn that off. And we're going to go with mining subsidies. 200 influence. And miners upkeep is actually increased. But mining output is increased a lot. Yeah, let's just do it anyway. See what kind of hit we take. Anyway, that's 200 influence. It's still plenty to keep expanding. Okay, only at 4 energy. Not too bad at all. So, synthetic crystal plants. Rare crystal manufacturing. Yes, I think so anyway. Yeah, let's go with this. So, the crystallization process is complicated and difficult, but synthetic crystals can be manufactured by using specialized industrial plants. So we can make more of the crystals ourselves. You want to get all these just obviously as early as possible so you can field more interesting military equipment and buildings that require them for upgrade. So with the new economy in the game, for those who aren't familiar, if I wanted to upgrade the research lab into something else, it's going to actually require lytheric gas, I think it's called. Or whatever it's called in this. I can't remember what it's called. Exotic gas. Yeah, so exotic gas is needed as an upkeep. So you need to be making it somewhere. So you'll need all these like mote plants, crystal plants, lytheric gas plant, or exotic gas plants, and that allows you to upgrade. So it's kind of an interesting economy. Anyway, scientist Aulus Viridius died at the age of 88. And he was here. Oh, right. He was doing assist research. Yeah, some people were like, hey, you know, you can assist research. It's like, yeah, we had someone on assist research. And someone also said, another one was like, hey, you know, fleets can heal if you're pressing, you know, you're pressing the reinforce button, you need to press the heal button. It's like, yeah, I know that. I did both. You know, we went back to the base to heal, and then we reinforced to push in. So we wanted more ships for the ones we lost, and then repaired. Well, we never clicked the button to repair. You don't need to. This button just redirects your fleet to a star base. For repairs to the one that has a shipyard. So that's all that's doing. We were just going back to Augusta manually, so it was all good. Okay, so yeah, this scientist is dead. Until my energy is maybe a little bit better, I don't know if I want to put a new one on it. Because we might lose one up here. Like we said, there's like a 90-year-old Octavia up here. 92. Wow. I mean, you'd think in 2255... that wouldn't be that old. What just happened? Why did you stop? Oh, did it go away? Oh, we just didn't get there in time. Damn, 600 days it took us just to get from here to there. Right, we'll go finish that project then. You can go finish this one. Maybe you can just go back and do this, the Mighty Sargassoid. So we're doing the finding all the different, like, alien species, and a lot of them, I had a look, are in... Oh, no, I'm wrong. I thought they were all in Tyrene Republic. Loads of them are out here. Okay, never mind. Must have been thinking about something else. Alright. 800 minerals now. So let's get cracking on energy. Energy districts on this planet. Let's not get overzealous. Just build one. And then alloys out here until we get another pop. We're going to build another building. Cicero's doing well. We need more amenities. Amenities are being improved here. Colonia Triana. This was for food. Well, let's just do this anyway. It improves admin cap. And this is going to be our bureaucratic center. So we want to change this as well. So let's designate this to be a bureaucrat. And Tiberium can be designated, oops, if not already, to science. Alright, good. Getting a little bit more out of everything. We do have a pending ascension perk. I haven't forgot about it, by the way. Just waiting. Uh-oh, what is this? A lost robot. Our admins, our administrators on Elysium's moon's mining station are reporting that an AL model robot is missing from the last shipment we sent them. They ask us to investigate and send it to the moon so it can start its mining duty. Uh-oh. I haven't even actually built any robots yet. This is happening a little prematurely, but we have the technology, I suppose. It's a single missing robot. They'll do without it. No. Don't like the sound of that whatsoever. This must be a mistake. They must be mistaken. Check the delivery. Yeah, find out about this robot. Oh, wow, that was quick. After checking the manifest and the receipt, it appears there really is a missing robot. We see two options here. Either it has been left somewhere in the space cargo that was used to send it to the moon, or it never quit the planet and it's still somewhere in the factory. Okay, check the space cargo hold. That's concerning. We don't have sentient robots or anything. I just don't like the idea of it. Robot retrieved. Hey, there we go. After checking the cargo ship from top to bottom, we finally found the robot, which had got stuck in a janitor's room after it escaped the cargo hold.
Construction online.
We'll we'll schedule it for reprogramming before sending it to the moon. Weird. Weird. Weird indeed. Okay, well, let's get a new scientist now then. Neus Laronius. In you go. Now he's only level 1, so I don't know if his assist research is going to be weaker. Actually, you know what, just to start, you can survey the system of the Gruner, and then you can go back maybe and do assist research. The fleet is almost home. They're at Elysium now. And we'll get a nice energy boon when they dock as well. Alright, how's our tech world? It's getting better. It's got the amenities it needs. People are getting happier. Good. Housing is empty, so let's build some new city districts. And out here. Okay, good. So let's just go through everything really quickly. There's no pops available here. We're giving them a new job right now. Good. Housing is through the roof. No pun intended here. And there's no new job, but the next pop will open up a new building slot. So we'll build something there. Probably another foundry, to be honest. Or something for amenities. Same goes for here. Although they have way longer to get to grow. Okay, this could do with the building. Amenities are kind of fine, so let's just build into energy for now. Just catch up our energy for now. Consumer goods is on the increase, which is great. This place is upgraded. Now we can finally slam down our trade hubs. And then we can put down a new off-world trading company as well as a medium solar panel. Help that energy out. There you go, things are improving. Now we still have two areas that we could be building star bases. Can't speak. Alright, there we go. Upgrade to a starport. So we're going to build this one. I had to look at it before. This is at a crossroads. Obviously that would protect us from losing more should we get invaded. So if we could build this up to be kind of strong, that'd be nice. What kind of world do we have up here in Arid world? Alright, let's go down to the Canadrius system. And that will get us the Mutagen Merchant Guild. What is this? Incoming transmission. The Pentholan Progenitors. Alright, so this is the fallen empire we met a long while ago. And they're down south around here. Greetings, humans. We understand that your empire has come into a possession of a cache of data containing the brain scans of an extinct species, taken from the very world that they once inhabited. Even though your species is still too primitive to utilize this data, we laud your efforts in preserving the last remnant of a once vibrant civilization. As part of our efforts to conserve and catalog endangered species in our Endangered Species Preserve, we wish to take this data and use our cloning technologies to bring a small number of the species back to life. Will you share it with us so we can fulfill their last wish together? I think we'll hold on to it and they'll be displeased, or we'll make a copy for you. Yeah, I don't see. I mean, if we can make copies, why wouldn't we just make loads? Yeah, sure. I don't want to piss them off. I don't want to piss off these guys. They're fucking crazy. They are far away, though, which makes you think. But I also see no reason why we'd be like, no. You know, if we're holding it so that we can eventually restore them. I completely forgot about this. This is the anomaly we had where it's like, we found scans, we could just say, I don't know, we could just tear them apart for like influence or keep them until we have the technology to revive them. So I was like, yeah, we'll keep them. Anyway, a pop of the long dead Erexo species will be created in the Pentaloon Endangered Species Preserve. They'll be pleased. I wish I could have like a third option. Like, would you just pay me for it? You know? Oh, what? Huh. I could answer it both ways. That's strange. It opened twice. Can I just X that away? I'll just do the same option then. We'll make a copy for you. Hopefully you'll be okay with that. Relic Activation available. Secrets of the Baol. Delve into the secrets of the Baol. A special project. 50 artifacts. I'm gonna wait until we fully uncover the system, then I might click that. That's interesting. Alright, cool. What am I doing now? If I don't have my outliner open, I was just like, what am I even looking at? Alright. Oh yeah, where's the fleet? The fleet's at Sol now. Have they berthed on the station? They're about to. Enter orbit. You guys can land on Terra for your triumph, of course. And this should save us. Hey, look at this. We fixed the economy. And remember, we're barely selling anything right now. So let's reduce that to 1. So now we're actually making crystals. So we somehow fixed it. And that's before we've even docked. Great. All right, good. Science ship. You got the debris, did you? I'm assuming so. There we go. 120 physics research, 60 engineering. It's not bad. Gaius Orbilius. And Octavia's still on the way up there. Alright, Gaius, you can head back down to Gruner. Maybe research the anomaly down there.
Research project concluded.
Sargoid's secured. The Tassargoid. The Tassargoid is an extremely lethal predator that stalks the dense jungles of Zosma 3. Zosma 3 is like a crazy planet. We've had so many anomalies and events that come out of it. Even the Baol used to own this. Well, I think. Anyway, it comes out at night, paralyzing its prey with electric shocks before sucking their brains out with its tube-like mouth. Unfortunately, 3 of the crew members from the Diodors were lost to these creatures before a specimen could be secured. The Museum of Exobiology on Terra will rename one of its wings after these brave officers to honor their sacrifice. Okay? So is there any more of these we need to get out this way? Track all on map. So we have that one and we have that one. So I think the other ones are now just, yeah, we just got to go into their territory. Them. And then there's just different ruins. There's a ruin up here, and there's a ruin up here, which we could actually go to if I had do have a construction ship here. We could, like, get this system and that one. What is it? A large ship is aimlessly drifting through the upper atmosphere. It might be very helpful militarily. Let's do it. I think it'd be crazy not to. If we have the influence and the alloys, let's go.
New technology discovered.
New technology. Research station output. So we got the Zero-G labs. A disruptor. It's pretty cool. It's a component that does 100% shield penetration and armor penetration. It's just its damage seems to vary wildly. Its accuracy is 100%. Low tracking, though. I think tracking means, like... I actually don't know what the difference is between tracking and accuracy. Maybe people can enlighten me to that. Tracking, I'm assuming, has something to do with accuracy over distance. But I don't know. So, capacity subsidies could be an edict that we use. It gives us an energy grid. I'm going to go with this one just for the energy grid so we can get the most out of generator planets. Tiberius Caesar looking well. He's 80 years old now, so not long to go. We have Appia Caesar. She's only 32. And some people were saying to rename her after someone in the Byzantium Empire, which I've never heard of personally because, you know, that never happened. So that ain't gonna happen. Long story short. I like the name Appia. No need to rename. I don't want to rename really leaders unless the name just for some reason doesn't fit. Because we, you know, it's a Roman name list. We might come across that name or something. Anyways, so this is expanded out. Now we could go with something a bit more simple, which would be gene clinics, which would give us consumer goods and amenities and pop growth speed, which would be kind of nice. That would sort the immunity problem out for a while. So let's do that. The Hollow Theaters give you twice the amount of amenities. So I feel like gene clinics is good, and then you can just change it later on, maybe. Now, we gotta kind of figure out Terra. It's a bit of a... I mean, you don't really have specializations on your capital anyway, but I feel like we could be getting something else out of it instead.
Online.
We've got unemployment. Alright, so 10 pops, 2 free slots, energy, food, and stuff like that. Lots of farmers. No one actually working the energy. We have a specialist not doing anything. How did that happen? Did I delete a building here? I don't think so. That happened once before as well, and I was very confused how that came to be. It's probably quite obvious. Anyway, do we have farms? Any kind of farm building that gives us a benefit to that? Doesn't look like it. What to put out here? What is this? This is Triana. I don't think I have notes, and I don't think I wrote down what I was planning on doing with it. This is our Gaia world. It's obviously energy credits from jobs is increased, so I guess energy and then that energy building will be good. So for now, just to have a specialist, let's actually make a gene clinic. That'll help the immunities. That'll put the specialist to work, and then we'll focus energy on this planet as well as probably food as the population grows. Okay. This sector should be called Augusta Magna. Greater Augusta, because that's the name of the planet, which is the capital of this sector. It's actually the only planet in the sector. There you go. Alright, so we managed to get Canadrius. Don't really want Lando. It's fine. Canadrius is fine by me. So let's just go back and get all these things now. It's all good from my perspective. This guy's on his way up there. Who died? Gaius Orbilius died at the age of 91. He was on his way back. Alright, we'll let the science ship go back. We'll have to put someone new on it. Now, these guys won't expand. You know, it'd be ideal if they went up here, and we'd have to take it and give it to them, I suppose. Do we get influence because of... No. And she's getting the last of the debris. Good on her. Physics, 120. Okay, nice. So no new tech or anything. Obviously, they only had Tech 1 weaponry most of the time. So Octavia's done. She's 93. She's chilling out. She's good at particle research. Maya Helvius has a new job. How old is she? She's probably quite old. 71. Okay, diplomatic weight unlocks an embassy complex, which gives us more envoys. Mining station output. Naval capacity increase. Yeah, let's go with the naval cap increase. And this is from Doctrine Fleet Support. And as extrasolar expeditions become more common, it is important to provide planetside relief for returning fleets. Okay. So I kind of want to... We're going to give her, you know... We're going to take her off. Send her home. She's going to go back to Rome. And live out the rest of her days. She's 93. Might put her on assist research at Sol when a ship makes it back there. And there you go. Rest in peace, Octavia Bantius. I like to think, I mean, she was only off the ship for a while, but I like to think, I don't know, some sort of transport vessel saw her. Maybe she went to Scylla and sat with the Tyrrhenians or something for a while. Hard to say. She only had a week from when she was off that ship. So I like to think she made it to Rome, but she didn't. Let's be real, she did not. If she possessed the ability to get there that quickly, we'd want to know about it. But either way, she was off duty. She lived out her last week. Died at the age of 93. Great scientist. Very emotional music. Okay, what's next? All our scientists are dying. And this guy's not doing anything. An archaeological site is here. Yeah, let's get him on that one then. Countless attempts to find... Oh yeah, so this is the... A blink... Didn't we finish this? Site fully excavated. Is there another one? Maybe there's two. There's 3. Broken World of the Astonine. Yeah, so this is the other precursor one that we're doing. So he can go research this one. That's... We've been on that one for a while. 7 difficulty, and he is level 5. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Okay. Well, I'm very happy that we fixed the economy to a certain extent. We've obviously stopped producing as much alloys as we were. Princess Appia Caesar has developed new skills. What you get? She's just level 2 now. Alright, and what is she? She's an industrialist, fertility preacher. Oh yeah, I was saying she might be from the Vesta priestesses. And then World Shaper, terraforming speed and clearing tile blockers is cheaper or faster. Interesting. Faustus Novius, how you doing, man? 78. Could reinforce the fleet to get up to full strength. I'll wait. We haven't equipped our ships with our new weapons or anything yet. I'll leave it. We don't need to do that now. We're still surveying. Oh yeah, so this system is done now. This is the Gruner one. So we'll set him on researching this. It doesn't seem to... It says just 30 days to uncover the Gruner distress signal.
Incoming transmission.
Construction online.
Migration treaty proposal. I'm gonna have to say no. Senate need time to think and vote. Now guys, I might be crazy, but I can't remember if I'm after recapping the Gruner or not. Because, to give you a complete spoiler alert, on my intro, I did it a second time. The first time I did the intro, I actually went through the whole thing. And now I can't remember if it was this time or on the previous recording. I wasn't happy with the intro, so I scrapped it and started again. I actually do that a lot. So now I can't remember if I've given you the recap or not. I feel like I haven't. Well, I'm going to recap it again, because we're about to uncover something about it. So like I said, some senators approached me. They told me that, like, the Gruner's an interesting thing. You haven't finished it. You got to read it. And I went through the old episodes to read it again. So essentially, we found data crystals that showed the Gruner waged war on a species called the Baol. The Baol were a plantoid hive mind. They were plantoids that lived a really long time. Baol colonies were then destroyed by the Gruner in a really vicious manner. Incendiary burns, atmospheric depletion, where they were just oxygen starved. All sorts of like heinous stuff. Planets obliterated, turned into asteroids that then orbit the star and stuff like that. The Gruner make a point to mention how easy it was to defeat them, and after Gruner invasions, the hive mind was actually separated, and we're not sure exactly why. It said devolved actually in the event, so it might not have been them. It said they just devolved to not really be a hive mind anymore. It might be because they were just cut down in numbers so much. I'm not too sure. And yeah, that's pretty much everything, I think. So that's kind of the picture that was painted for us. Like the Baol, a pretty peaceful agricultural society, according to my notes, according to the events. And the Gruner, we actually don't know much about the Gruner other than the fact that they're the ones that attacked the Baol, or seemingly did. So that's pretty much the catch-up. Sorry if I did that in this episode already. I have the memory of a goldfish. It's actually terrifying. So he's going to go uncover this. I remember I did talk about saying, like, you know, we didn't see it. I almost left the system thinking there was nothing here. So he's only going to take a week to do it, or a month to do it. So hopefully we'll find out now and you're all caught up. So that's his progress there, 80%.
Research project concluded.
All right. The Baol organism. The Marinus crew have traced the Gruner distress signal to its source, uncovering a crumbling Gruner research facility hanging in orbit of an otherwise long-abandoned planet. The facility is reaching critical energy failure, having survived for millions of years on an extensive network of solar panels and decaying auto repair systems, all of which are now approaching terminal status. Shockingly enough, scans of the facility are revealing the presence of a single life form. The crew have dispatched an away team and are ready to report. Man, I feel like Neas Laronius here, level 2. This is way over his head. What is he? He's resilient. Alright, on screen. The last Baol. Oh fuck. So I actually fully expected it was going to be Gruner. It said Gruner distress signal. Deep in the dilapidated ruins. So this is in this thing. In the dilapidated ruins of the Time Worm Gruner Research Facility. Sorry, Time Worn. Gruner Research Facility, among the long-defunct computer panels and deteriorated research equipment, our ship's crew has made an incredible find. This is awesome artwork, by the way. Pin crushed by nutrient tubes and critically failing life support systems lies one single organism. The last Baol, miraculously still alive, surrounded by the sludgy remains of other specimens in a row of cracked and leaking vats. Owing to our extensive previous archaeological studies on the species, we should be able to attempt communications with this last specimen. Let's try. A visitor can it be? The Baol shudders in its vat. But you are not the ones who put us here, though you come as the alarms sound. Have you come to give us peace at last? You'll answer to us, Zeno, not the reverse. The Baol is silent for several minutes, then ask, we have waited millennia. We can endure a moment more. Tell us about yourself. Long minutes pass before the Baol responds. Ourself. Yes, what is there to tell? We sat beneath the stars on soft earth, unfurled our leaves like sails to the sun overhead. We remember every drop of water that quenched them in the parched summers. Every shivering ore. What? Every shivering ore? Is it? HOA-ore? I don't know what that word is, to be quite frank. That blanketed them in winters. We bent in the wind as the stars wheeled overhead. We were uprooted, we were burned, we were sliced. We were left here. We watched our others rot in their glass prisons. Yikes. Yeah, these guys were tortured. Plants destroyed, as they mentioned. So what happened to the Baol? Again, the Baol is long silent before managing a reply. When the burners came, entire colonies were silenced before the danger was known to us. Like a limb gone limp, nerves cut suddenly and totally at the base. And then we lost the next, and the next, and the next. One by one, their voices left the chorus. We lost our others. Their silence deafened us who remained. Can you understand, visitor? We would not bear to hear more agony. The burners were swift like you, swifter, and before we could withdraw, they had set us aflame. All burnt to ash, and the air filled with that grey agony, the dust of our lost. Wow. Alright, we have heard enough, I guess? I haven't heard enough. I want to hear way more. Wait! Before it all ends, our kin, please. We have been seated here for so long, blind to all but this room, watching the stale air slowly wear the station down to its metal bones. Tell us, does our kind yet live? And I have two answers. In a sense, though, they're no longer sapient, or we don't have time for this pull the plug. No. In a sense, they're no longer sapient? I didn't think that was the case. Unless they're the ones we have imaged. Which might make sense. In a sense, though, they're no longer sapient. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the leaves of the last Baol shrivel in on themselves just a little more. Perhaps that is best. The machine pumping mysterious fluids in and out of the creature's body begin to sputter and hiss. It is clearly on its last mechanical gasp, and the Baol will perish without it. Silence. Yes. At last it approaches. We welcome it, as our brethren did so long ago. Farewell, human. May your kin endure less agony in this world. Oh, fuck. Relic found, the last Baol. Farewell. Whoa, pause time. That's it? Well, let's find out. What is that? A relic was found. The last Baol. Activation costs 150 influence. Pop growth speed, 10%. Alright, it's alright. Unlocks an effect. Decision new Baol life seeding. Granting the ability to turn one non-Ecumenopolis, non-Hive world, and non-Machine world into a Gaia world? every time I activate it? Or just once? Passive effect, active effect. Unlocks decision, granting the ability to turn one non-ecumenopolis while it's active. And it doesn't say you can only activate it once. It says it has a cooldown of 3,600 days, so 10 years. Preserved in stasis, the body of the last known Baol specimen serves as a silent memorial to the fate of the species, who, afflicted with the tragedy of genocide, ultimately retreated from sentience. Wow. I feel like I might have missed like a part of it. Or I'm missing a part of it. Like, I understand they were a hive mind that then apparently like devolved themselves. But how did I know before that they weren't no longer sapient? Let me know in the comments below what I've missed there. That's are you we can make a Gaia world with a click of a button or 150 influence? That seems pretty powerful. The question is, what world do we choose? I mean, these are all good planets. You'd choose the one with the lowest habitability, wouldn't you? Possibly the biggest. This one's 75%, 16 slot. 24 slot. This is already a Gaia world. Augusta 22 with its 70%. Yeah, maybe Augusta. I think Augusta. Turn this into a Gaia world. Decision. Oh, it's not there obviously. We haven't activated it. Pop growth speed though as well. We definitely want to activate that. Man, that was deep. It's a good thing we did read it. Thank you to the people that reached out to me about it. And sorry if I reiterated myself a few times with it as well. I genuinely had no idea. I think that one has been added with... Well, I don't know actually what that was added with. Ancient Relics? Yeah, probably. I think it's Ancient Relics. The DLC. That was good. Apparently the other one, people have told me, is part of the mod, the Astenine. It's not. It's a modded precursor, and that's possibly why we have two, rather than just one. Man, that was pretty cool. I thought we were going to get the species, though. I really did. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I just assumed we were going to get them. One of them. I thought we were going to get the Gruner and be like, what do we do with these guys? They destroyed another nation, and perhaps the Gruner is still out there. That's the crazy thing. We don't know what happened to them. We just know that the Baol were killed by them. From what I understand. Alright, cool. So, Gnaeus Laronius, I mean, pretty deep stuff for him to be dealing with, to be honest. I don't know where he needs to go next, but for now you can just go to Tiberium and assist research there. And this is where I can check actually if assist research is the same. It was 20% when I checked it with the level 5 skill we had. Something about 20%. I'll see if it's any different when he's only level 2. I feel like it might not be. I think it just adds the assist research modifier to the planet. Alright, bureaucratic center. So yeah, we need to change this now into admin. We're up to 82% stability here. That's sweet because of the 3 senators that we now have. And that's the max I think we can ever have on a planet. Because this is limited to 1, and I don't think the next upgrade gives any more senators. So 3 is the max you can ever have. So yeah, what do we build here? This place with 82% is going to have 19% output on jobs. So we're getting a 20% increase to everything we make here. Oh yeah, robots. That was it. Let's make robots. Tiberium, our tech world. I guess we'll just keep investing into tech then. Alright, in Colonia Pacifica. And I keep forgetting what my worlds are really quickly. I don't know why I'm like that now. My mind is just going. Old age. Rapid aging, it feels like. Relic activation available. We need a little more time though, don't we? Because I want to get... We're getting this system and then I want to get this one. So I have to wait. Screw waiting. Let's get it now. We just got the relic. It's on my mind. The last Baol. Boom. Ooh. What am I doing to it though, you know? And he's, presumably he or she is dead. Just in this vat. as the machine turned off or whatever. So, and then we still have Secrets of the Baol. So we have a planetary decision now. So let's go to Augusta. Let's go decisions. And there it is. Turns the planet into a Gaia world by deploying gene-tailored plant life injected with the unique Baol ability of organic terraforming. Now, I want to use it, but I'm kind of terrified it's a one-use thing. But I don't think it is. It doesn't seem to say that. Our geneticists have extracted the secret of the Baol organism's ability to terraform a planet. By deploying rapidly reproducing plant life modified with specially selected Baol genetic data to the planet, we can terraform the entire biospheres at a fraction of the cost. I wonder, it'd be crazy if you did this to like 6 or 7 planets and then the whole thing just like comes to life as a hive mind to be like, oh my god. But I'm assuming that's not going to happen. I'm going to do it, and if I ruined my one chance, then so... Actually, hang on. Here's another idea. What would happen if I did it to the Baol colony itself? The Gruner Prime. That wasn't actually Baol's colony. I'm assuming this is the Gruner home planet, and they were keeping the Baol up there as prisoners or whatever. Remnants. I'm assuming that's what happened. So we'd need to colonize this. Now, are we allowed to colonize that if we own it? A tomb world? I don't know. I might try and do that in future. It seems like that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm scared, so I'm just gonna hold on to it because I don't know. I've got 10 years to make that decision and not waste it. So, you know, until 2267. So I'll be reading the comments. You let me know if I can use that multiple times. Someone out there has to know, or message me, or I'll just look it up. One or the other. like I probably just end up looking it up. Actually, that'd be the best way to do it. Okay. Anyway, all very interesting. Sounds really powerful though. Just create a Gaia world every 10 years. It's like, all right. No, I wonder, does it take time? It says terraform, so maybe it does take time. Anyway, I'm getting so sidetracked on that. I'll just leave it. Let's keep letting time play. This is still investing here. I don't know what to do with my scientists, though. We've kind of uncovered a lot. We haven't actually made it out here yet, though. Whatever this pocket of territory is, we wouldn't be able to get there with it unless we went through Site 1066-7 override, which is pretty interesting to think about. It would be kind of cool to head down here and take out this Lambada Menace or study it. So let's have a look in the situation log. Lambada Menace. 3 months. Yeah, let's figure it out. And then this one's 3 months as well. The Zeta Menace. I don't know where they are, actually. Turmoil in the galaxy. Yet again, Vazaran forces have begun one of their raids. This time they are targeting the Site 1067 override. Now, before I let time play, let's check. They are equivalent in terms of fleet power. I wonder will we see it go down or up. So they're getting raided by that subspace wormhole thing. Interestingly, these guys have a gateway, of course, because of their backstory. That is alarming. I wonder if the raid's getting bigger as well as time goes on. Focusing crystals effects that we were using expired. That's fine. Really want to get the next tier of this upgraded. Because our economy's getting much better, but one thing that we're lacking now is consumer goods for sure. And we're building... Yeah, okay. We're going to be using a lot more as well with this next science building. So Crystalline Entities. So that's what we were researching just now. Down here in the Lambada system. So the reports of strange free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. The ship-sized objects are slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites that first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within prisms indicate that they are reacting to the presence of human ships. The nature and origin of these crystals elude us at present, but there is something in their shape, their pristine angles, that resonates with the human soul. The Roman Empire ought to take a step back and observe these from a respectful distance. So easy prey or fascinating creatures. Crystalline Hunter added. Given the following effects. Damage to their... So fighting crystals gives us 33% damage to them. And 500 for every entity we destroy. Or we could study them. I kind of want to, remember we were attacked by crystals that look just like this. Except these are way smaller. So having a 33% damage buff to them would be pretty nice, but I'm just too eager to know what we might get by studying stuff. Whenever that's the option, I'm always like, yeah, I don't care about like a modifier. Although it is a permanent modifier. I don't care about the minerals, that's for sure. I'm gonna study. Whoa. It just shit itself when we looked at it. So what was that? Crystalline study available 12 months. This one would take a while. What are we studying right now for physics? Okay. We need to fix that tech cost. It's driving me crazy looking at that. Admin offices in the next 30 days. Synthetic crystal plants, man. Crystals out of our minds. Crystal mines right here. Exploration cruiser, gas extraction wells. So these two things we need. These ships are pretty cool. They like explore, but they have weapons. They're science ships, but military science ships. I would like to think about getting them, but I don't have the alloys to be investing into that. Right now we need to improve our economy, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go with gas extraction wells first. No, I'm going to go crystal mines first. Actually, yeah. No. Changed my mind. I'm going to go engineering research because it's all well and good earning this stuff, but we don't have the ability to even build the buildings that need them, so there's no point. So we'll just get the better research first, and then we'll get them again, I'm sure. That's my logic. That's my logic. Don't know if it's correct. That's what I'm doing. Alright, let's get this final area out here. Do we have a science ship out this way? Send them to Augusta, pick up a scientist. We've got that 10% growth speed now. Low stockpile, energy credits are getting low, consumer goods are low. It's fine.
Construction online.
What is our pop growth speed right now? 4.28. 4.92. I think the smaller worlds actually typically have more. 4.75. So the best one is Elysium. Interesting. 4.92. Guess because of the gene clinic as well. 73% happiness. Stability, I gotta say though, on all our planets, I think stability is quite high, which is pretty good. We're up to 160 now, Empire or admin cap. So we're closing the gap. Okay, let's go with something short and sweet, but now I'm gonna put them to investigate this. So 7 months, and they can investigate this. That's 3 months faster. Oh, because of the cost reductions in building that admin building. That's how powerful that is. Just saved us 3 months. Save us a couple more if we build another one. Which we might just do on Triana, where we have an empty slot. It's gonna hurt our consumer goods quite a bit, but we can buy more for a while. Hopefully Cicero can... I think this building needs rare crystals when it upgrades. I think. Alright, great. Let's get more science. So we need 18 more influence, because we spent it all, of course, on the Gruner. Or the Baol, I should say. I'm almost more fascinated with the Gruner, the ones that did it to them. And what happened to them. There's all this stuff out here to get. So what do we have? Savannah worlds, Tundra worlds, Arid worlds. Tundra world as well. If I didn't mention it, there should be a vote for... Yeah, I'll have to do it next episode. I'll mention at the beginning of the next episode. I'll remember to do it. Vote for migration. I need to explain it for people, just so you at least have your relatively well-informed opinion, and then you can make a decision there. Now, we should be gaining opinion favor with these guys. Yeah, we're gaining a little bit. We could give... Yeah, I'm not doing that. No deal. If we build that up enough, we could actually get like really great benefits with them. We've got some unemployment out here now, so I guess just go with energy. Oh yeah, adopting a new Unity tradition tree. Introspection. Still much to discover within ourselves. So this is available because we're spiritualists. We can't do realism. The ones that say 0 out of 5 means we can never get them. But the ones that say adopt, we can. So what do we have? Leader lifespan increased. The time it takes for unemployed pops to demote is decreased. Governing ethics attraction increased. Stability increased on all our worlds. And this what? Excludes prowess. Let's check prowess. And what was that last one? Bulwark of harmony. When in a defensive war, ship build speed is increased. Prowess. Martial education. Building a military academy is not restricted by the tier of a capital and also provides additional soldier jobs. Pacifist ethics is reduced. Strongholds increase stability. Leader lifespan, habitability increased, and ship fire rate. So that's actually good militarily. You'll probably end up doing that over this, I would imagine. They both have the stability thing. Gonna look at expansion. This one I looked at before and I thought was pretty good. So colonization forever. New colonies start with a new pop. We don't need that, but growth speed by 10% is always nice. Starbase upkeep reduced and influence cost reduced. Empire sprawl from systems and colonies is reduced. Let's go. Oh, this excludes security. So let's read security. Medical workers every 50 pops. Starbase capacity increased. Planets to build an additional district. Doesn't affect habitats and ring worlds. New colonies start with a new pop. And build a prototype target uplink computer. Yeah, I much prefer expansion. Seems good. Let's do that. I'm going to work my way down to courier network to reduce the admin cap. Still need to get that in future. All right. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, this episode is a little mostly economy focused, but I think
Technology discovered.
I said that at the perfect time. I was going to say I think the economy is pretty good. But yeah, we've run out of consumer goods, but that's expected. We'll just buy some for now temporarily. It's pretty good. It's better than it was, and we're definitely specializing planets a little bit better. But stability-wise on all these planets, like really high. 72, 82, 58, 72, 77, 51, and 62. All above 50, which means every planet is producing more than its base amount, which is nice. It's not perfect, but it's nice. We're getting somewhere with it. But we definitely need more. We just need more consumer goods. Now we can build another civilian industry factory out here for a while. We can also build the trade company here, which is going to help get more trade value per trade hub, I think, right? 2 trade value for each trade hub, so that's 4 trade value, and that's turned into consumer goods and energy as well, just a little bit, so every little helps. Terraforming. Now we do not have the energy for that, but it's an interesting concept at this point. Empire sprawl from pops is reduced. And that's a psionic theory, rare technology. The mind is in many ways a reflection of the universe itself, a microcosmos. All species may not reach this insight, but their minds are tools greater than any other. This is a rare tech I would like to continue, especially seeing as it brings us down the psionic path. 8,000. How long does it take? 22 years. Yeah, let's go with that then. Just for the Empire Sprawl more than anything. Oh shit, she's psionic. That's why she can do it. We had an event that made that happen to her. Crystal entities are unbreakable. Alright, the entities are probably alive. Perhaps more descriptive name for them is silicate animate matter, as they have little in common with biological or traditionally artificial life. The entities don't seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognizably older or younger than others. Contrary to an early hypothesis, the shifts in hue between the individual crystalline entities seems to be related not to their age, but their latent internal charge, which can be violently unleashed, and it appears as if though sporadic fluctuations in this change after the refractive properties of the crystal. Alter the refractive properties of the crystal. Sounds potentially useful. Crystal focus modifier added, giving the following effects: energy credits from jobs 5%, or what are the applications? Research option gain, crystal infused plating and 50% on it. I much prefer this. Is that just a permanent 5% from energy? Yeah, sounds good. We already have crystal infused plating as a option. Getting 50% is nice, but it's not nearly worth it, I think, compared to this. So it sounds useful. Let's take that. Yeah, crystal focus. Improved transition mediums modeled after the crystalline entity's unique internal structures minimize resistive losses in energy production and distribution. There you go. He's getting on now for sure. 82. Holy crap. Alright, I'm going to call it there. No wars from Site 1066-7 Override. They've become superior yet again, by the way. They were equivalent not long ago. Oh, and the hive mind has started colonizing new planet. They stayed as one for a very long time. They are superior in terms of their fleet, but inferior elsewhere. So we're going to have to think about them. Let's see how our boys are doing. The Tyrenes. Or the Haitian. So they have about 2k fleet strength. You know, with them and us together. That's like 4 or 5k we can push in there. I would hope that that's close to what superior would be if we stay together. Of course, I can't control their fleet. I can only ask them to follow me. But it's good to see. And they're probably only like tier 1 tech. Slightly tier 2 on the armor and some of the guns. Alright. Well, good to see. Actually, we could just check them as well. Equivalent fleet power, but inferior everything else. Alright. Alright, that is going to be it for this episode. Dakarite are expansive like crazy, but they're just equivalent overall, so they're going very wide. And we still have much of the galaxy to discover. This is crazy. We've got like, what, a third? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We haven't even come across half. Not even nearly half. Not counting the fallen empires and then other things that'll be in the game as well. For the actual just empires that we should expect to come across, we haven't even come across half. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.